Use my earphones. The webcam is stuck. Actually. It's working. I think the audio is unfiltered, so you can probably hear everything. And hold on. Right. I think that's fine now. Yeah, it's removing all the noise. Alright, sorry gents. Sorry for yesterday and sorry for now. I got wake up late. But I don't think anyone cares, so we're just gonna go ahead and start. With time, I'll be more disciplined. Because I'm really fucked up, man. And I need to get my shit together. Okay. Just get out of these. Yeah. I'll show you what we have done so far once the game actually opens. Let's start the first session. Disable this. still launching. Right, the game is open. So what I've got so far is two types of enemies, and it was really easy to make because of the new state machine. They pretty much had the same behavior but different kind of attacks. So if you could see, let me just open one of them. Let's open the dasher, for example, but the one that has a dash attack. So you can see it has a child object that is called states, and each of these objects has a state with logic contained inside of it. So the follow target state is just you give it a target and it starts following it. The guard state just so far it just stands still. It doesn't do anything. So once it's inside the guard state, it doesn't really do anything. The dash attack state is just dash attack. It will attack you when you're dashing. And you can see here in the dasher component, you just go ahead and add the states and it will execute as fine normally. And for the brawler, it's just pretty much the same states, but except for the attack, they have a punch attack state. And yeah, it's really easy as that to make variations of enemies. So it should be now a lot easier to develop, like quickly, a lot faster to prototype kinds of different types of enemies. So yeah. So let's just first showcase the brawler. Actually, let me change their colors real quickly. So the dasher, let me make him just purple, I guess. Okay. And I don't want any sort of gizmo. I'll just maximize it. So yeah. Yeah, first it just simply dash and attack me. But yeah, it has some issues, like first I cannot even attack it, doesn't die anymore. And it keeps damaging me even after it finished dashing. So that needs to be fixed as well. And yeah, same for the brawler. Brawler just does the same, but just gets close to you and punches you. That's it. Oh, I completely forgot to put the stream on the Discord, the video URL. For some reason my computer is very, very laggy. Putting the performance mode on. Right, so yeah, for the brawler, you just approaches you and punches. Currently it doesn't have any punch, but whatever. But yeah, these are the first two types. They are not really fun exactly. I don't find them fun to fight, but we'll just need to polish them up a little bit and then make a parry. Allow us to parry their attacks, and hopefully it will be a lot more fun. I was thinking for the parry, maybe it could, like, once you get attacked, it gets paused, like the game pauses in time, and after it pauses in time, it just like a little window for you to parry. And what the fuck is wrong with my internet? Anyways. Alright, I think I know why. So let's close this. Something must be taking all my performance because, like, the computer is laggy as hell. Spotify is taking a lot of CPU. Memory, Unity. I mean, nothing in particular seems to be. I don't know. But yeah. So first on the list is to actually polish the enemy because it still has some messy aspects to it. Because, for example, if for the dasher, if I keep attacking him, if I keep trying to attack him while he's attacking me, he just keeps damaging me, if that makes any sense. But he's supposed to, like, just damage me once, and he can't damage me anymore while he's dash attacking. So yeah, currently the main objective is to polish enemy behavior, so this will go on top of the list. The solar moving animation is kind of bottom of the list. This is next. Give enemy states different sprite colors. Yeah, we can do that, I guess. Kamikaze Potato, yeah, this is another kind of enemy we could try out, so we can do that. And hopefully the stream is not super laggy or there's delays or something. Like, there's so many dropped frames, 7%. That's no good. I do not like this. Zeno, where the cat? He never comes in the morning. Only comes at night, unfortunately. Welcome, by the way. Sad catfish. Yes. He just goes outside and starts hunting or bullying other cats. He's legit like the town bully. Every single cat he sees, he goes and bullies. He's just afraid of his uncle. He has an uncle, and he has a PTSD, like, whenever he sees him. El gato, no gato. Sigma cat. He's showing everybody who's boss. Let me close all of these tabs. So if it's target within damage area, target dot damage. Okay. Hmm. So impulse target, we want to impulse him once. Okay, I don't really like the impulse once you're attacked, so I'm gonna turn this off for now. And let's see how that feels. And for the player is... There's damage function. Is in recovery, okay. Okay, so it doesn't impulse me anymore. But I kind of like this, but I'm not sure. Hmm. What if you're in a recovery state, you don't get impulsed? I mean, I like the impulse and I don't like it at the same time, so I don't like being impulsed while I'm in recovery. So in the impulse function, the impulse object, uh, get component impulse. Okay. We kind of need to rework this. The impulse class. Hmm. Like the impulse is fine, but I just wish. Oh, I got an idea. Oh, never mind. The problem with the impulse is that I need to provide a function to the direction. I need to provide a parameter for the direction of the impulse. And I cannot place the impulse inside the damage function of the entity, right? A player in our case. Because there's no way I could know the uh, there's no way I could know the damage direction unless, hold on, I just go to the entity class, singleton player, singleton entity, and if you go into entity and in the entity class, we just add a vector 2 for direction, damage direction, and it would be equal to null. Okay, so this way we could combine the impulse and the damage. And if an entity doesn't have any sort of impulse, it can just ignore this parameter. So if you can just rotate pivot, the dash attack, if I go to the target the damage, and if I just take this direction, and if this target is in the damage area, get the direction, provide the damage value and the direction. And we don't really need this anymore. It saves performance because we don't have to make a get component call every single time we damage. And if we go modify here, vector 2, damage direction. So where do we reduce the hit points? Minus damage hit points, updated points. What's inside the updated points? I think, oh, hold on, where did we go? Okay. Updated points, oh, that's just an action. I think that's for the UI. Minus equals damage, updated points, body hurt, and impulse if damage direction that equals to null. Impulse. I have a reference for impulse, right? Yep, I do. Impulse dot impulse object. And I just need to give it the direction. So that would be vector 2 workshop dungeon. But then we don't really have any sort of control of how strong is the impulse. So every enemy will impulse the player when they're damaged the same amount. It's not good. Not good. It's not flexible. Unless, okay, I got an idea. Unless we could make like an impulse class. This impulse class has like parameters with the values that we want. And then we could just pass the impulse class as a parameter for the damage function. And this way we can, we could have dynamic, we could have more freedom on the impulse for each kind of type of enemy. Yeah, that would work. That would work, actually. We could make it like a serialized damage direction. Okay, so let's just test what we have so far. And then we'll work on a more dynamic, no, not dynamic, an impulse class that allows us more freedom. Alright, it's not completely working. Oh, okay, it's impulsing us, but it's just a small impulse. Okay. Okay. Let me just increase the impulse strength, the circuit tests, just to confirm our theory that was because we were getting impulse multiple times previously. That's why we were getting pushed further. But if we change the impulse values over here, impulse force is already on 80, but it's not doing much. Force drop off multipliers, speed multiplier. Lower values imply a faster initial force drop off. Multiplies the speed, the impulse execution. Oh, so this is fine, but okay, I guess give it a value of 200. Maybe that would work. I mean, it would work, but I need to rework the impulse class. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. So We go, let's open up the impulse class first and scan around, see how it all works. And maybe instead of having all these parameters, we could just pass in a class that contains the parameters. No, with laugh. I got stuff to do, my man. This is more important than playing. We bowl. I'm not bowling. We bowl tonight. We bowl tonight. Y'all go and have fun. I got work to do. Hell nah. Well, you can't do anything about it. You cannot force me. So, what do we call the class? That's the problem. So we need to make a public class called impulse values. Oh, I guess we can make it a struct actually. Yeah, construct is more fitting for this. And what we can do is, what we need is the direction, force multiplier, force drop-off multiplier, and speed multiplier. Okay, okay. So, vector to direction. Okay. So let's just, actually, let me just copy paste all of these. Now, no, I will not. I want to make this game. There's no time to play. Work hard, play harder. I don't remember what was the saying. So vector to direction, and we could have these values as null. So we could like take the default values instead if they were null. And we just need to make a constructor, public, impulse values. And same stuff in here. These need to be actually public, so direction, public. Direction force multiplier, okay. Cool. Direction equals direction. Force, let me make these capital. Just for convention's sake. Force multiplier. Force multiplier. Hold on a moment. Let me just first finish this class. I want to see what messages I'm getting. Force drop off. And did I start my session? Yeah, I did. I don't want to burn out myself, you know? Because it's really fucked up when you get burned out while you're working. Let me just copy paste these. I'm pretty sure there's a way. Hold on. Oh, I don't have it? Remember I saw in a tutorial somebody who like just in a menu just added a constructor. Force drop-off multiplier and multiplier. Sounds like Markiplier. speed multiplier equal speed multiplier. And this function takes an impact, sorry, impulse values. So values dot multiplier. We'll definitely comment, make some documentation and make summaries for these variables later on. I just don't comment until I'm certain that these will stay the same. Values dot direction, and now it should be fine. And instead, where's the entity class? Instead, we just need an impulse values parameter. It could be null.